Hi Aquarius, this is your October 2020 general reading. I'm Mary Kelly, welcome to my channel. I'm using the Truth cards. I've also shuffled Wisdom of the Oracle, and Aquarius, your card that jumped out of the pack is Flexible. I will interpret that after I've done the reading and you know, just sort of look at how it ties in with the information. So bear with me for a moment or two. I'm just going to get the cards to just reveal the messages and information for you, Aquarius, for October 2020. General messages and information for Aquarius for October. Aquarius. General information, messages for Aquarius. Oh, we've got the Empress. That's really good. Okay. Bear with me. Messages and information for Aquarius. So the Empress, and I just got a message then, which is that Aquarius, a lot of you, your priorities at the moment will be connecting to children. Some of you could be expecting babies at the moment, and congratulations. Some of you could be becoming grandmothers. There is this feeling of new life and fertility and abundance, so that's really positive. I also want to say to you that there's an opportunity around you, and I feel this is to earn more money. So it does feel like something new. I don't know if it's part-time or whether it's full-time, or whether it's just something you're starting that can bring a new income stream into your life. I'll show you the cards in a minute and give you more information and interpret them more, but I'll just messages and information for Aquarius. Okay, right, the next week or two ahead of you, Aquarius, I do see you wanting to step back, retreat from people and circumstances. It feels as though you've had a lot on your plate recently, and now you need time to either recover, contemplate, consider important choices and decisions, but you need a bit of time alone. I feel that there's been so much going on that other people's voices have been going round and round in your head. It's as though you haven't had a lot of time to think yourself with your own thoughts. So that's going to be really important to you in the next week. You may not want to sort of meet up with people. I know it's difficult at the moment anyway, or be as sociable as you usually are. Okay, that card wanted to come out. Okay. Right. So, one last card, messages and information for Aquarius for October. Messages and information for, that's the one. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, Aquarius, your reading last time was quite dramatic. It's quite dramatic again, I'm afraid. You got 5 major arcana cards this time. As I say, 5 and above usually means that what's happening now and in the near future is going to be a pivotal and really important time in your life. So, okay. So you've got the Empress card. The Empress card is femininity and abundance. It's fertility, pregnancy, it can be children, family, as I say, grandchildren. But it also suggests that you are having to be the matriarch. You are having to kind of pull family together at the moment. So that I'm kind of, spirit telling me about some kind of rift or something between people in the family, that you might find yourself stuck in the middle and trying to kind of bring stability. And underneath this, you've got the Four of Discs. And the Four of Discs is about wanting, stability and security, not just for you, but for your family members as well. And you could be sort of focusing on how to feel more secure when it comes to financial matters in the home. I do feel, Aquarius, that as an air sign, you may be a little bit fearful for other people around you. Either your own finances are being stretched, or other people around you, their finances are being stretched, and you're kind of in your head a lot about how this is impacting on and are going to affect you, because I just feel as a mother you want to support and be there for children, and this could be grown-up children or adult children as well as those that are still at school. But if financial matters are you're feeling a bit insecure at the moment, then this does suggest that you could be worried about either supporting or helping them. Okay, so you could be really having that energy of a new way of earning money, the Ace of Discs. I think because, and 9 times out of 10, if things are good, we don't feel pressurized to make changes or improve our financial situation, but you're kind of coming up with ideas, and there's definitely opportunity. And the Empress to me can be proprietary feelings. So this can be a time when you can consider either starting a business or finding a new way, as I say, a new income stream, a new way of working that is going to lead to stability and security in the future, because the Four of Discs means long-term financial security. And as I say, what's happening now is going to be really important with regard to your long-term future, and it is going to bring stability and security. Okay, so there's the Ace of Discs. And underneath you've got the Ace of Cups. Remember I said, some of you, pregnancy, birth of a child, grandchildren, also, as I say, when it comes to work and business, you could find yourself doing something from your heart that you love. And when you love the work you do, the money will absolutely flow towards you and follow. Okay, so there is a lot of love around you, Aquarius. As I say, you will find yourself having to mediate, because this card, and as I say, I'll give you the deeper meaning in a moment or two, but the Oracle card is about flexibility, being flexible. And if you can be flexible in circumstances, even if you know you're right, rather than arguing about a situation or being drawn into an argument, it's better just to be flexible and be open. So there's a Hermit. This is the next couple of weeks ahead of you, stepping back, taking time to think, meditate, contemplate. There is a really important decision or choice that you're having to make. I do feel, because this strong energy of children or grandchildren coming up, the choice or decision could be that you are whatever this choice is it's going to affect children or grandchildren. So long-term future, there is a fork in the path of your life. Either way you choose, it's going to impact on you and family. The other major arcana card underneath it, giving me more information, is the Moon. And the Moon always comes up when there's an emotional roller coaster ride, highs and lows. There could be females around. Again, as I say, it could be family members, children, stirring things up, causing problems. You may not be in possession of all the facts or all the information. So I think when you do contemplate this situation, your own higher self, your own spiritual self will guide you. So if you can, Aquarius, I feel it'd be really refreshing for you to do a bit of meditation. Ask your spirit guide to draw close. Pass the problems and the decisions over to your guide. And the answers may not come in the meditation, but shortly after, either in a series of coincidences, very vivid dreams, or a sudden flash of inspiration, you will know when you're being guided. But this is a time of, instead of using the lower mind, the physical mind, to make choices and decisions, this is about using the emotions. The moon is your feelings, your emotions, and your heart chakra corresponds with your higher mind, your spiritual mind. So often when we say about, oh, I had a feeling about this and it happened, that's when things come from your heart. It's a knowing, not just a feeling, it's a knowing. So you're making decisions from an emotional knowing, a feeling in your heart from your higher self. Is a guidance. Okay. So, background information. Events leading up to where you are now. You've got the Chariot, and that does suggest the last 6 months you've probably not known whether you're on your head or your heels, Aquarius. A lot of hard work, major effort. This can be work that you've created. Can be setting up a business. It could just be that you find yourself rushing round, helping others, doing things for other people in the family. But it does feel as though you've been torn in two directions for quite some time now, struggling with something. And to give you more information, there's the Queen of Swords underneath. The Queen of Swords is you, Aquarius, male or female. The Queen of Swords is an intelligent person, needing to make a choice or a decision, being in two minds, whether to speak and say what you're thinking or feeling, or whether to keep the peace and say nothing. So there's been an ongoing problem, and I said to you about mediating between people in the family, some kind of family breakdown, some kind of deep wounds that, this is kind of going on a bit. And I do feel that there are times when you're not sure whether to just really say what you think, or whether to kind of keep out of it a little bit and just see what happens. This is also a time of learning new skills and passing on knowledge and skills that you've learnt to others around you as well. So, has been a really challenging time. Okay. Right. Okay, you've got the Prince of Wands. And the Chariot was next to it. So this is past energies. The Chariot's suggesting that you like to have that freedom, and the Prince of Wands, it's like you like to have the freedom to travel, to maybe go on holiday or go places and do things, and you're really struggling with the fact that you feel very, very restricted under the current circumstances. And there could be issues as well. You could be having a lot of problems with a vehicle that's either unreliable or needs to be changed, or there could be a new vehicle that's turned out to be unreliable. It just feels like problems with transport, planes, trains, cars, bicycles, all sorts of different things. But this is kind of doing something very quickly, acting quickly, and then sort of it creating further problems. So there's quite a lot of frustration, feelings and emotions that I feel you're finding hard to handle or have been recently. And I do feel, Aquarius, that we all have a crutch in life. We all have something that we turn to help us cope with very stressful or emotionally draining situations. Some people may have a drink. Some people may comfort eat. Some people may buy clothes that they don't need. Some people gamble. As I say, I feel that not only are you struggling with your own ways of coping and the way that, you know, you're not only struggling with your own way of coping with life, but you're struggling with other people's. So it feels that, you know, you're battling with things. And it can be destructive behaviour or addictions. As I say, you know, we all turn to different things in stressful situations, and the last 6 months has been really stressful for so many people, and everybody is kind of turning to ways or things that help them to cope. So as the matriarch, and that was the word that came, and I do want to say, I know that there are going to be male energy people tuning into or watching this video, but the word matriarch came into the reading really strongly. So it does feel for men watching this that a female around you linked to family is really struggling with things and feels the weight or responsibility, or feels the need to cope or heal or solve problems for other members of the family, and it's really frustrating. Anger held inside can cause depression. Remember what I said about you're not sure whether to say what you think or feel or just say nothing. And so if, Aquarius, you've been biting your tongue and not communicating, then you could be struggling with everything because you may be feeling a bit depressed. And if that's the case, the best way to get depression out of you is to get angry. Scream, shout, cry, hit a pillow when no one else is around. The pillow can be whatever. You know, get your anger out and you will feel so much better. But hit and hit and hit the pillow until you can't hit it anymore. You'll release the anger. You will no longer feel that energy of frustration and depression. Also try Bach flower remedies. You know, there are 38 remedies in the range, including the rescue remedy, one for every negative feeling and emotion that you can experience. Anxiety, the one for anxiety can be white chestnut, and as an air sign, Aquarius, I think that can often be, you know, you're worrying in your head. So white chestnuts for circling thoughts and nagging worries will give you a calm, clear mind and will stop you getting so stressed. And the other one I would say is mustard. Actually, no, for you, gentian. Gentian, when, you know, just feel overwhelmed with everything, all the problems. Okay, so you also have the Hierophant as the outcome card. And I'm holding the Prince of Wands above it, because the Prince of Wands is your feelings and emotions that you're struggling with, and the Hierophant is about faith. It's about believing in the divine, about sometimes surrendering any problems, any difficulties, and just recognizing that everything that happens in our lives is happening in the way it's meant to, because spiritually we're experiencing exactly what we need to learn the lessons that we're here to learn. So when you kind of surrender and let go and recognize that all is happening as it's meant to, not only do you release your need to control or change things, you no longer feel frustrated. It's about having that faith that all is well and all will be well, Aquarius. So that takes me on to, I'll just move my glasses, sorry. That takes me on to the Oracle card, Flexible. So, in any situation, if you bend with the wind, you're not going to break. If you're too rigid, then it just leads to quarrels and arguments. This is a time of being flexible and compromise. Okay, if you can meet everybody halfway, then they're happy and you're happy. And instead of it ending in an argument and nobody winning, at least in this situation, that compromise leads to a resolution and a solution to a problem. Okay, so I do want to say that when it comes to family relationships, this is certainly a very positive energy. So that being open-minded and being prepared to be flexible. It also is about you will manifest better things in your life, not just for you but for family members as well. So that's really important. So surrender, have absolute faith that everything that's going on in your life, in your family members' lives right now, is a valuable lesson to be learnt. You can't save everybody. You can't solve everybody's problems. They have to take responsibility, and through experiencing this, it will lead to maturity and wisdom. So open your heart, open your mind. And even if things aren't or don't seem to be going very well around you, let go and have faith. Just surrender. All is well. Okay, Aquarius? I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Again, as I say, it is a big time for you. If you've liked the reading, please subscribe and press the notification bell, and you'll get a warning when the next Aquarian reading comes up. Please do take a look at, if your sun sign is Aquarius, take a look at your ascendant sign, moon or Venus sign, just to sometimes get a deeper reading, and by bringing the two together, it will make a lot of sense. Okay, so I will speak to you soon, and I've got some more readings that I'm going to be doing quite soon. So bye for now, Aquarius, and God bless.